It's a hectic one, right?
So
Get
really
ready for
intense.
feisty, get ready for passionate, and get ready for extremely bold energy. Hello, good afternoon, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Lucy Davis, and today we're going to be speaking all about the full moon, which is a couple of days away. Now, this video is going out today in place of my Lucy Davis live at 5 because I'm actually going to be away and doing an in-person session. It's a very last minute thing. So I'm quickly getting this filmed in readiness to go out to you guys. So first and foremost, I am so sorry that I'm not with you at 5 o'clock today. I am looking for a much more convenient slot. However, as some of you know, I'm off to Dubai to speak again in just 10 days' time. So me changing the slot and then changing it back, obviously, because Dubai is much further ahead than the UK and Europe. I'll have to change the time again. So I'm going to do it for when I come back. So starting in March, I will do a new time, which hopefully will be more convenient for as many of you as possible to join. So I'm filming this on the 10th of February. Like I say, I was supposed to be going live at 5 o'clock, but this is going out in its place. And I've had the most amazing weekend. I have been up in Manchester with my team doing some really, really, really cool things. If you didn't see the Schumann yesterday, you missed out on a trick. You can always tell when I've been with my team because the Schumann resonance goes boom. Now, why was I in Manchester? One of my very, very dear friends, Paul, he had a couple of fighters on the amazing card, which included Chisora at the weekend. So I had the absolute privilege of being almost ringside for that fight, which was absolutely unbelievable. The fighters that Paul had did amazing. They're really, really great, and it's just amazing to be involved in that world. Now I know a lot of people have a little bit of confusion. How can you be spiritual and enjoy boxing? Boxing, Muay Thai, Thai boxing was the whole reason of my spiritual journey. It taught me how to breathe. It taught me how to meditate. It taught me so much about myself and actually gave me the discipline to be the person that I am today. So, as much as a lot of people see boxing as, yeah, beating each other up, no, this is about discipline. This is about really raising the consciousness on what you have within you, the power that resides within. So, just wanted to clear that up because I know it always upsets people when I talk about boxing. Anyway, like I say, I have had the most amazing weekend of fun this weekend just gone. And I am ready to get things rocking and rolling. And I'm looking forward to seeing you guys at Conscious Conversations at 7 p.m. this evening. So I'm here, like I say, to talk to you about the full moon in February. And we have got so much going on between now and the end of the month. Like the energy of this full moon is it is time to simplify. It is time to bring into alignment and to trust the magic of who and what we are. Everything is about simplifying. Everything is about simplistic. What can we do to get to the end result without creating the confusion and the chaos, which actually, really does create quite an issue within us. So get ready for feisty, get ready for passionate, and get ready for extremely bold energies under this full moon. And I don't know if you guys have been seeing, but the last couple of days, the moon has been extremely, extremely big. I'm seeing sparks fly as we take a leap of faith into the quantum, into the unknown, and unlocking a level of courage that has been previously unknown to all of us. We are going to have peaks, we are going to have troughs, and there is going to be massive amounts of erratic behavior that are unleashing before us. We are going to see people that are normally very sturdy and very steady and almost reliable going to become not being that as we all step into our authentic vibe even more. The masks have got to fall off. Everything is shifting within us because this full moon is not going to take any prisoners. This full moon is shining a light on who we really are, what we really are at our core, who the truth is beyond it all. So expect endings, expect beginnings, powerful beginnings. Oh my goodness, I haven't had this for a while. Not on camera anyway. expect new beginnings, and also expect a massive amount of change in between. Now, as you guys know, with change comes confusion. With change comes chaos and also instability. However, that does not mean that you should resist it. It's time to boost authenticity. And the only way to do that, my friends, stand in your own and be really, really proud. This weekend just gone, I sat and had a beautiful conversation with somebody and said to them, I am so proud of everything I've ever done, even the drugs, even the alcohol, even certain behaviors, which I wouldn't want to do them now. I'm still very, very proud of it. Sorry about that. I just had my gate go. So the inner wisdom, the wisdom that we can all access is on the rise. I don't know about you guys, but quite often at the moment I'm going, how did I even know that? But I know it with every ounce of certainty in my body. If that is you, lean into it, believe it, feel it, focus on it. This full moon is going to be the catalyst for mass awakening. It is the turning point of humanity. There is a new wave of awakening unfolding right now. Sorry about that, ladies and gents. You may have heard my doorbell did actually go that time. So I had to just quickly run and answer the door. So my apologies. So, as I was saying, we have this new wave of awakening taking place. This is the turning point of humanity. This full moon is going to really, really raise the roof. It's going to shine a spotlight on everything that has been done from a devious perspective in the past. Any deceit, any ill feeling is the word I'm getting right now. Anything that is, really been holding us back from being the people that we need to be, that is coming to the surface. There is this new wave of mass awakening. Watch for the signs. Be aware of the synchronicities, like why has that person been placed in front of you at this time? Recognize that everything that is being presented is for you and your guidance. Trust that you are being shown the way. Trust that this full moon is lighting up the path for you to follow. Listen to what is being presented. Look at what is being presented, like really take on board every element of it. There are surprises coming. There are going to be shocks to the core. I'm feeling like in the next 2-week period, there is going to be a lot of shocks coming to the surface. And the reason this has to take place is we have to be shaken to be awakened. There are still way too many people on the planet that do not see what is going on. And this is the time that these shifts are going to take place. I know I've spoken previously and there's been, I think a few years ago now, I was talking about like lesions on the skin and a virus to do with lesions on the skin. And I've actually had a few reports of that in the last week. So do not be surprised if some of these shocks come in the form of sickness and disease. Now, as I mentioned a moment ago, authenticity is under the spotlight once again. Lies, deceit, deviousness, everything has to come to the surface. If you are not being your authentic self, if you are wearing a mask, it is going to be burnt. It's about removing everything that is no longer for us. Whatever we are forcing is going to have to be let go of. It's a hectic one, right? Really, really hectic one. It's time to let go of what we have outgrown. It's time to recognize where we cannot keep something up that isn't aligned anymore. Let's say, for example, you are somebody who is, you've wanted to knock alcohol on the head for a while, but you keep going out and you keep, keeping up appearances, keeping your friends happy and doing things like that. There will be something that takes place which forces you away from the alcohol. Just an example for you. Okay, just be very aware. We cannot hold on to anything. We're going to get burned. The resistance that we are getting by holding on to something that is not for us is actually going to burn us from here. There is a massive sense of freedom, like revolutionary energy that is coming under this moon. When I say we're being shaken to be awakened, I actually think we're being shaken up, almost like a bottle of Coca-Cola, and then the lid is being taken off, and we're just going to explode. It's very important that we recognize revolution, corruption, all of that has to come to the surface. And what better time to do it than now? How can we create a world of peace and love and harmony with the amount of lies, deceit, deviousness, corruption on the planet? Corruption is a word that has been coming up a lot in the last couple of weeks. So do not be surprised if, you know, all of a sudden the taxes are being spoken about. All of a sudden, the money that's been siphoned off, the money that people have never had. There are so many things that you can research whereby all of us actually have a certain amount of money, but the government has worked to dismantle that and take it from us. So all you need to do is go and research it. This is all you need to do. The research is there for anybody to find it. Very important. And this has to come to the surface now. We cannot keep going on living a lie. We cannot keep living in an illusion. And this is where everything is being brought up, which is why people are being chaotic, which is why people are kind of arguing to get their place in society right now. Thankfully, though, chaos turns into calm. Think about it. There is always peace after a war. We don't know how long the war is going to go on for, but there is always peace after the war. So we are very much in the chaotic energy right now. Like we are in the eye of the storm. It is time to recognize what we are willing to accept and what we are not and no longer willing to take in our lives. And this is about boundaries. This is about clear direction of, yes, I'm okay with this. No, I'm not okay with this. It's about being open to listen, being open. And actually, there's a thread of this. You're not right energy. It's about how do you know what is right or wrong? Who decides what's right or wrong? So, how about we're just open to anything being a possibility rather than just closing it down and saying no? And actually, it's somewhere in my notes, but it's just popped in my head, so I'm going to say it now. I've been shown very clearly that the conspiracy and conspiracy theories and things like that terminology is going to be reworked. All of that terminology is going to be reworked. There is a whole new energy that is coming through that there's going to be no questions anymore. And this is going to shock some people to the core, to the point they'll have heart attacks and die. There will be some people that are just not ready to see this. They are not willing to accept what has been going on under their noses. And this is imminent. A lot of people are checking out at the moment. A lot of people are saying, you know what, this is not for me anymore. And they're checking out. The amount of people that are messaging me with cancers and turbo cancers and all sorts of different things going on. And it's literally just the soul has gone, you know what, I'm done here. I'm done. So I'm going to go on to the next. I'm going to go on to the next plane. Now, this is really ironic. I'm actually working on the Self Love Club program. Excuse me. Excuse me. Um, in the month of February, I'm working on brain power in Self Love Club. Now, what's fascinating about brain power is the energy of this full moon is very much about bringing the mind into a shift. We are recognizing that the mind is being made redundant in the way that we have been using it so far. So I thought it was really quite intriguing that the mind is coming up as I'm doing brain power in my program. So what do I mean by this? We have been using the mind to run stories, to protect ourselves, to keep ourselves safe for all of this time. And now it is time about recognizing that the mind is actually a very powerful tool. And if we talk life into it, if we create from a space of love from it, i.e., create from the heart and then send it to the mind and be able to create from that place, this is the most powerful tool that we have got, which is why the human being is far greater than anything else that can ever be designed. Technology, AI, and interdimensional beings. The human being is the most powerful. We are not utilizing our mind in the way that it was intended for us. It's really time now to be open and receive the information. You are the most powerful being in this world. Last night's call for Self Love Club has really created a new level of awareness for those people that were on the call. It's been a game changer. It's been eye-opening. Old patterns are up for review right now. Anything that is no longer serving us is going to be highlighted. Relationships will change. Careers will change. Anything that you are forcing, anything that you are trying to make fit is going to be taken away from you. Away from you. We have this era of bringing things into wholeness, and that means big cycles are coming to an end. We are closing the door once and for all on, where we are in our lives. We're making decisions that I don't want to live like this anymore. We're making decisions of opening ourselves up to being vulnerable, opening ourselves up to the endless possibilities that are available to us. The mind has to change. We are going from a world of thinking into a world of feeling. So the mind has to become more redundant. The mind has to trust the heart from here. And the way that we do that is we're bringing things into wholeness. It's a real karmic cleansing energy. Big cycles, we're ending them. Nope, that's not serving us anymore. Let it go, let it go, let it go. We're going back to our authenticity. The dream world is so profound right now. Look at your dreams. What are they telling you? What's coming up for them? Are they making you feel good? Are they making you feel sad? Like, look at what is going on. The other thing that we've got to look at right now, I got told this very, very clearly. Watch the weather. Expect extremities. Expect blazing hot to freezing cold. Expect super dry to flooding. Like extremities. Expect earthquakes. Expect volcanoes. The Mother Nature Gaia is purging in a big way right now. And the word I kept getting when I was looking at this weather element is extremities. Look at the extremities. Expect extremities. Cooking on gas here, aren't we, ladies and gents? Love it. Okay, so what we need to recognize under this full moon as well is that sometimes what we want for ourselves is not the thing that we require. I hear this a lot. Like, I will pick up on somebody's purpose and they'll be like, yeah, but I don't want to do that. That's not what I want. I don't want that. Doesn't matter what you want. Your destiny is your destiny. And this is what is important. If you are good at something, chances are that is what you are supposed to be doing. If you need to force something, it's not what you're supposed to be doing. If you've been booted out of something, don't try and force yourself back in there, because chances are there is something else that you're going to be learning in a different place that is along your path, is along your purpose. So, very much an energy of releasing control and surrendering to being guided. Surrender is such a huge, if you think about the whole point of this full moon, it's about simplicity. Surrender. Allow yourself to be guided. We must be open to all possibilities right now. What if you're selling yourself short by staying with that person or staying in that career? What if there is something available to you that will align your desires, but in a different way than you ever thought possible? The issue of being a human being is, more often than not, we have a set path in which we believe it to go. How many people have you heard over the years? Well, you've got to get good exam results. You've got to get a good job. You've got to, be married. You've got to have children, and it has to be in such a certain way. So be open to any possibility right now. What if there's something that you can't see, that God, source, whatever you believe in, can see in you, and they're aligning you. They're aligning you perfectly, but you keep fighting it. Just allow yourself to be guided into whatever it is that is out there. You will absolutely meet your destiny, whether you want to or not. It will happen. It's just how much you're going to resist it along the way. You might find yourself being inspired by people that you never believed you could be inspired by. There's a real inspirational, imaginative energy that is coming through. And, you know, it doesn't always come in the shapes and sizes that we always think it will. Be open to possibilities. Allow yourself to let your imagination run riot. Your imagination will become a reality. And this, my friends, is exactly what we are doing here. We are creating our reality premised off of our imagination. We have to be able to think it, to dream it, to believe it, to be able to create it. So let's go get it. There is a big surge, or at least a real sense of competitive energy in this full moon. Power, there is a lot of power available to us. There is a lot of power struggles as well. So just be very aware of that. Success is available to everybody. Do you choose success, or are you sabotaging your success? Ladies and gents, do remember that I'm running an event in on the 22nd of March, which is all about mastering the mind. And that is a really important energy which is coming through for this full moon. So if you are ready to really learn how to create from a space of love, create from a space of passion, create from a space of actually what you want rather than manifesting all this stuff that you don't really want, like kind of like getting half-assed results or whatever, get yourselves along to Birmingham on the 22nd of March, where I will be in person creating some massive shifts with those of the people that turn up. We have got new truths coming to the surface. We have got old truths coming to the surface. There is a real energy of bringing the truth to the surface. And this is where I actually put conspiracy is going to be rewritten. Things are going to change. Believe what you are being shown on every level. Life has to change for us to be able to be successful. Life has to change for us to actually be to a place where we can create the peace that we're all clucking for. It's time to plan. It's time to look at a long-term vision. It's time to bring our dreams into reality. We must be patient. We must play the long game. Your soul is not in a rush. It's purely you that is in the rush. It's your human. Trust the timing of it all. Allow things to unfold in the timing of the universe, not in the timing that you or your ego is choosing. It's a wild full moon, isn't it? Now, what's really, really fascinating is we have some extremely magical healing energy available to us over the course of the coming week to 10 days. Now, what's fascinating is I'm running Soul School online on the 16th of February. And what we will be doing is we will be really utilizing those healing energies, bringing it up to the surface, creating premised off of that. And as you guys have known, if you get my weekly woo, if you don't receive it, then go check out the description field of this video. But if you've been watching my videos or you've been reading the weekly woo recently, you would be aware that there have been miracles that have taken place. There was another miracle just in the last few days. A lady reached out to me, asked for some support with her father. Again, boom, pulled through. We are literally changing things at the drop of a hat right now. So it is really important. If you want to be party to this, if you would like to be involved in these energies, please do head over to the description field of this video and you will be able to check it out there. We're really looking to remember who we are under these energies. We're healing who we are. We're healing the deception that we've given ourselves whereby we're not good enough. We are here to get much more aligned to who we incarnated to be and what that means from an authenticity perspective. We're not playing games anymore. We're not doing it. We're here to get aligned. We're here to get deeper connection to our hearts and to our love. We're facing our wounds under this moon. It's time for us to realize and empathize without the victim consciousness coming in to enable us stepping forward once and for all. Now, I've heard a lot of people have been getting cancers and all sorts of different things going on, and people that keep saying, like, I'm doing the work, I'm doing the work. Ladies and gents, we have to recognize we are all sabotaging ourselves. We are all in victim consciousness. We all have to literally rise above the disease, the dis-ease in the body. We have to rise above it so that we can heal it. If we are ready to step forward once and for all, the victim consciousness has to be dissipated. How many times have we felt punished? oh, I must have been really bad to get this. How many times, like, have we thought, oh my God, this is a really bad situation. And then slightly further down the line, we go, wow, actually, we were being protected. Actually, we were being looked after. Actually, we were like we were being redirected to something far greater, far better. We are in the process of recognizing and remembering how divinely perfect we all are. We're remembering how beautiful we are. We're remembering how loving we are. We're remembering that we have an amazing purpose to our existence. My friend's destiny is already decided. Release control and enjoy the ride. Allow it all to unfold as it was intended, rather than with your stories applied to it. There is a real beautiful energy of fun, playfulness, laughter, and joy. I have experienced that so much over the weekend. I have smiled, I have laughed, I have just really reveled in that energy. So please choose to be around loved ones right now. Choose to be around those that make your life better on a day-to-day basis. So, ladies and gents, that's the energy of the full moon for the 12th of February 2025. Now, if you watch my energy updates normally, you will know that when I do the full moon or the new moon, I tend to give you an activity. So this is the activity for this full moon. If you don't have a pen and paper, please just pause the video now, go grab those things, and you can jot this down. So the first thing that we always do with any of my exercises is we clear our energy field. So we basically go around our auric field and just say something along the lines of, thank you to all that has served me so far. To give gratitude. Then you clear your space. So you use a smudging tool of your choice and walk around your space. And what I would do at this point is say, I am ready for the peace, the harmony, and the love that I deserve in my life. Then what I would do is I would put some beautiful music on, whether that's Solfeggio frequencies, Milan, something like that, just something really beautiful, really connecting, that just gets you in a space of love. Pop your crystals out if you want your crystals or your tarot cards or whatever it is that you use. Like, that's completely up to you, but just set up your space so that you can drop into meditation for 12 minutes. And in this 12-minute meditation, set an alarm if you feel you need to. I would like you to focus on where you can simplify your life, where you can simplify your home, where you can simplify your relationship. Like, what do you need to do? What actions do you need to take to simplify those things? Are you somebody who worries a lot? Do you feel guilty a lot? Is your relationship volatile? Like, look at those areas and get really honest with yourself. Give yourself the time to investigate. And as you come out of the meditation, write all of it down and then give yourself an action plan. We are in February. It is time to take action. We are almost stepping into spring in the Northern Hemisphere. It's time to get on top of this. Don't know about you guys, but I'm super excited for this energy. So I'm going to love you and leave you at this point. I'm going to leave this with you, and I am really looking forward to reading the comments back once this goes out later on today. So ladies and gents, thank you so much for watching as always. I look forward to being back with you next week. Fingers crossed. I think I've actually got a busy day next week, but hopefully I'll be back with you super soon, and I will be changing the Lucy Davis live time after I've been to Dubai. If you are in Dubai and you would like to come and see me speak, I'm speaking on the 22nd and 23rd of February at the Peak Longevity Festival in Dubai. Ladies and gents, lots of love to you. I will see you in the next video. Ciao, ciao for now.